Hey, welcome back to 5 Lakes Garage, and today we are getting ready to put in a brand new dash cam in the 2006 Mazda 3. Now this particular one is going to be for a teenager, so we need some added security. We were teaming up with 70 Mi. Now if you check out a previous episode, we actually teamed up with them once before with the Lancer, and that thing has been working fantastic. Well, they have a new product and they want us to test it out, so they sent one over. And I would have to say, I might actually go back and buy one for the actual Lancer, only because the 4G connectivity is actually really good. What that is that it's a service that you get, what you pay for once a month, and it comes with a little SIM card. Well, that SIM card is going to activate into the cell phone network, and every time you need to send some video, or you need to find it, you need to spy on it, and you need to do whatever, you can link in with your phone and go right into the car. If it gets bumped in the parking lot, that's where the hard line actually gets in there. So if you're in a parking garage and it gets bumped, it gets damaged, you get in an automotive accident without you actually being there, all your video is there. It's going to automatically start uploading because you have the hardwire kit in there. So why do we choose 70 Mi? Well, first of all, they've been around since 2016. That's 10 years of experience. They are all over the world. They've sold over 2 million products last year to countries all over the world. If you've seen some dash cam footage on the internet, like YouTube, pretty sure you're probably seeing on 70 Mi. Alright, so some of the other features that you have on this thing would be GPS location. Now, let's say you park your car and you're at, I'm going to date myself, let's say you're at a mall and you forgot where you parked. Well, you get on the app, say boom, oh look, we're on the other side of the building. Or, God forbid, it gets stolen, you can actually track down your vehicle. It's going to send you video. It's going to have everything there because it has the 4G connectivity as well as the GPS location. Awesome product. You can spy on your kids. So like I said, this is going to be for a teenager. We can actually log in while they're driving, hear their conversation, we can see the video, we can tell how fast they're going, where they're at, everything. Full disclosure, I'm not going to do that unless I really have to, but that is an option. If it gets stolen, you can listen to their entire conversation. Use it as evidence. Save it. Send it over to the police so they can actually prosecute some people here. Now, this is a full 4K video coming out of the front, and it's 1080 coming out of the rear. All the video gets put onto an SD card that's actually in the machine itself. If you need to take some video out, you can take the SIM card out, bring it over to the computer, load it up, you have all your video. Or use the 5G connectivity with your cell phone and actually download all the video there. Very easy, very simple, very quick, and inexpensive. This particular product costs less than $100. It's really hard to find a really good product that actually can do 4K in the front, 1080 in the rear, with all the features plus the 4K connectivity for less than $100. That's a really good deal. Alright, so some of the things we're actually going to go through on this particular video is how we installed it, what's in the box, and also how to work the app and the 4G connectivity. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to keep saying that one because it's really an awesome feature of this product. Alright, let's go through the vehicle and show you exactly how we installed it. I got my light, so you should be able to see. Now, it's already installed because we kind of went through this already, and I kind of had a little bit of video problems, so we're just going to have to show you what we did. Alright, so this is the dash cam. Let me get the mirror out of the way. So I did put it right behind the mirror just so when the driver is driving, they're not being distracted by the mirror. So we actually put all the wires, tie wrap them up, and then put them up inside of the headliner. Now once we got down here, we took the power and we went all the way down here and into the fuse panel. In this particular car, the fuse panel is right underneath the glove box. Now for the rear view camera, what we did was actually take it all the way up through there, all the way to the back. All right, so what we did here on this particular model, yours might be a little bit different. This is just on a Mazda 3. So the wire actually came right underneath, and we pulled the headliner down just a little bit, just so we can put the wire straight through my rubber boot. Now we actually fed it all the way through and then put it up in here. At least take that off. There you go. All right, so as you can see, here's my wire, came straight out of here and into my camera. Now it is a little bit an issue trying to find out a way of actually getting the camera and everything set up through a hatchback, because if you have it running through here and then run it up to the window, you're gonna have all this slack just kind of dangling out. We didn't want that, so we went ahead and tightened it up, put it through here so it's watertight, and then set it all the way up to where it's not going to be in the way. Alrighty, so in order to put it actually all the wires, so you want to hide it, you do not want to have anything messy or anything like that. They do give you a nice little tool to actually pry this out to be able to put your wire in. You can do that all the way to the back. All right, so when you're hardwiring your dash cam into your car, you got to pick out which fuse you really want to use. Now here's a couple tips for that. This is our list of all the fuses that we have in the car. Now, when you're recording video or recording audio and stuff like that, you don't really want to put it on like on a motor or a blinker or anything like that, because you're going to have background noise. You're going to have feedback going into your system. You don't really want that. So what we did was actually connect up you have two lines. You have ACC and you have ACC plus. Now the ACC is for when you turn your key on, it's going to turn the camera on. It says, okay, I have power, the engine's running, we can actually run all the time. Now the ACC plus, which would be the positive terminal, to where it has power all the time. So the ones that we actually used for this one was our cigarette lighter. That was going to be on for the ACC. Now a couple little odds and ends around the car that's actually you can turn on at any time. Your headlights, they're on all, it's got power to it all the time. Your dome light or your hazards, stuff like that. Now the hazards is part of the blinker system, and you're going to get a little bit of feedback, but how often do you actually use your hazards? So you have the dome light that stays on all the time, and then you also have your cigarette lighter, which is only on when you have the ACC. So just wrap that around and then plug it in. Oh, just like we did with this particular branch right here. Now this one right here, this is the VCC plus, and it also has a fuse in it. Now we went ahead and attached it to a fuse that was already in there. Anyway, and then you have your ACC, which comes directly over to your other fuse. Now you can get fancy little brackets and stuff like that. We just wrapped it around the terminal, stuck it back in, and we're good to go. You also have your ground. Just go ahead and find a really good ground. We found ours right behind it. Right back there. But that's not even the special part. Let me tuck this away, and I'm going to show you that one in a second. All right, with all the panels on there, you should not see any wires. Keep it clean. Now, you can actually put this particular module anywhere that you can actually reach with the power cord that you have. What we did was actually plug it in right in my glove box. All right, so that right there is the brain of the operation. This is your 4G connectivity. And it has the power going to the module, and then the power to the actual camera is what we routed through here. Try to keep it clean. Use some shrink wrap. In this case, I use tie wraps. Those are a little bit big. I'll be getting some new ones of those a little bit later. But for now, I'm excited because this thing is ready to go. All right, we are actually in the car now, and we are ready to program the 4G connectivity. Now, we did put it in the glove box. We're kind of testing out whether or not it actually will work going through the building and actually getting out to the outside world. And by far, works out beautifully. So what you need to do is grab your cell phone, and there is a QR code on the back of your SIM card. Don't forget to put your SIM card in there. Once you actually get your SIM card in there, you're going to hit your QR code, hit the camera, bam. There you go. So you can do your history, you can do your plan, and then you can also renew. Now this is a monthly fee, but by far, most of the time, it's going to be worth it. So what you can do, all right. So once you actually activate your SIM card, just follow the directions right there on the screen. It is not that difficult. Just go ahead and put this in your glove box just in case you need that QR code again. Either that or just save it. It is just a website. Now that unlocks, let's see, that unlocks everything down there. So what you can do is actually do a vehicle location. So you click on that, no matter where the vehicle is, it will find it. It will activate, turn everything on. That's why we have it hard lined into the fuse box. Excuse me, and that it will come on at a moment's notice. Also, you can do surveillance mode remotely. Now it's going through, I'm actually going through, this is remote. I can be anywhere in the world and I'm gonna be able to get this footage. So now I can see my shop, which is in front of me. You can click the button and then you can see what's behind you. Bam, there you go. So no matter where you are in the world, you can be able to get to it. All right, you can go into Alarm Center. It will tell you if your vehicle's been bumped. It will automatically send you a notification if somebody bumps your car. And it will automatically start recording. It's gonna send you a link so you can actually see what is going on at your car. That is fantastically awesome. So that is remarkable. I do love that feature. We're probably gonna keep the program going so that we can actually have that at any time. So anyway, go ahead and look at all the stuff on the app. You can do everything that's on the camera on the app. The app is actually really well done. So what we need to do now is actually take it outside, show you the picture quality frontwards and rears, and then tonight we're gonna go and show you all the night vision, which is also awesome. But before you leave, make sure you take your lens and actually put it on a camera. You can turn it slightly and focus your actual visibility. So awesome feature. We're going to switch over to the other camera now and show you what it looks like going down the road. Not going to go too far though. All right, so we are right around dusk, just trying to show you exactly what it looks like during the day. All right, we are pretty much at night, and let's check out the night vision. All right, I just want to say a special thanks over to 70mi for giving us the opportunity to actually test this guy out. Of all the ones we've actually put in, and we have a dash cam in every vehicle we have. By far, so far, this is one of the best ones that we actually installed. I do love the 4G connectivity. I do love the being able to locate it no matter where you're at. So go ahead and check out 70mi. Down below, there's a link. Go ahead and hit that link. Go ahead and pick up your cameras. Go ahead and get it installed. Make sure it's nice and clean. Make sure you tell your friends. Once again, thanks a lot. And don't forget, get the hardwire kit as well. It is definitely worth it. Get out there and put it in yourself. Get your camera. Links down below.